everybody. Welcome back to Ordinary Adventures.
Today, we're going to be traveling to Beijing, China, and checking into the Universal Studios Grand Hotel. This hotel sits at the entrance to the 2-year-old Universal Studios Beijing theme park, and it's themed to the golden age of Hollywood. We'll take you on a tour of this hotel, including our Kung Fu Panda themed hotel room, and we'll grab dinner at their version of Universal Citywalk. Why don't you come with us on this adventure? So we have already checked in because things were a little bit hectic, but we're gonna start our tour of this hotel where we started. Our car brought us up to right here. There's a grand fountain.
Yeah, this is giving me kind of like Tower of Terror vibes, except it's less creepy. It looks like when the Tower of Terror was like first built.
Yeah, it seems very lavish and luxury.
When you first walk in, you're greeted with this beautiful fountain. This gives the vibes of old Hollywood, but it's like also modern at the same time. Very elegant, and actually smells really good in here. It almost smells like jasmine flowers or something. And the music that they're playing is kind of like dun 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 dun. I don't know, you probably can't hear it right here, but it's nice. Right when you first walk into the left, that's where the luggage storage is. This is where you'll keep your bags. Because a lot of the hotels in Asia that we've experienced, like you can't check in until 3 p.m. Like they don't have any sort of early access to your room. So a lot of the time, if you get here early, just keep your bags here and they'll keep them nice and safe for you.
You can go right to the park.
Yes, you don't gotta wait.
One of my favorite things about this hotel is they have enlarged photos from behind the scenes and of our favorite movies. So in this area by the stairwell, they have photos from E.T., which is obviously one of my favorite movies of all time.
So you know how Steven Spielberg gets like a percentage of ticket sales with Universal Studios? I wonder if it was like in the contract, he's like, okay, but if you build this hotel, you need to have a whole floor dedicated to at least one of my movies. No?
Possibly.
And he's like, and they need to be big. And you need to have at least like 10 stills from the movies. I don't know. He wouldn't probably do that, but I just think it's funny.
I think it's more like, they're like, please, Steven, can we use stills from your movies in our hotel and make it...
That's true.
Yeah.
They picked a good one. I love E.T.
My favorite picture of them all is a young Steven Spielberg directing E.T.
So good. I didn't recognize him at first. I was like, wait, is that Steven Spielberg? It is. Behind me is this beautiful stairwell that leads you right down to either Citywalk or the park. We're literally the front gates of the park. This hotel is so convenient. It's really nice at the end of the day to come back here and you don't have to go that far. But I love the chandelier. It's so pretty. It's like a nice spiral staircase. There's also elevators if you want, but I think the staircase is more fun. One
of the coolest perks of staying at this hotel is you get early theme park admission, which means on most days you get into the park about an hour early before the normal guests, and we've done that. You go down these stairs, check your passport, and you get to walk by these queues of guests that have been waiting there for...
awesome.
Yeah, and the park is like empty.
Yeah.
So if you want your photo ops and you want it to like to get it looking really cool, that's the only way to do it.
All right, now we're gonna head back up to the lobby. I love how the buttons in here literally just say hotel lobby or theme park. Like those are your two choices. It doesn't go anywhere else.
I really like the look of the elevators. It really does feel like that like old school Hollywood
Tower of Terror, I'm telling you.
I don't want these elevators crashing.
Oh my God, you're right. I didn't even think of that. I'm sorry. Never mind. Sorry. Really didn't mean that when I said that. And of course, like any Universal Studios resort, they have a Universal Studios store that has a wide variety of pretty much everything that you could find in the parks.
They actually have quite a bit of merchandise in here. But the one thing they don't have is like your basic conveniences. You know how when you stay at like Cabana Bay or Dockside in the domestic parks, you can get like suntan lotion or...
You could get motion sickness medicine, you could get Tylenol, Band-Aids, toothpaste. Here
Yeah.
they don't have that, as far as we can tell.
Yeah, they just have some sodas.
Yeah. I've got a problem collecting mugs. I love to get that as a souvenir, and I can't decide which one to get.
Hashtag mug life.
Hashtag mug life. Hashtag, do I even have room for this weirdly shaped mug in our house? Probably not, but
I thought you were going to say suitcase.
I kind of like, yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to break it, but like I kind of like this because this was our favorite ride, and it says Universal Studios Beijing. So I might actually get this one.
Right next to the studio store is the restrooms. I actually want to show you these because I love the style. It's kind of like...
It's me and you when we dress up for a night out on the town.
Yeah, right. But it's like very Art Deco, the style. Look at how dapper this family is. So funny. Also to the left of the fountain is a bunch of couches. These are for families waiting for their parents to check in. There's like a TV, you can hang out there with your phone. But speaking of check-in, the check-in desks are so cool. They have this mural behind them of Hollywoodland, old school Hollywoodland. And there's a director directing, there's a camera woman shooting the picture, and there's a boom operator.
There's even the Hollywood Studios like iconic gates as well, which they don't have here.
Actually, that's a good point. They don't have the gates here.
Yeah, normally you walk through like the arches or whatever you want to call them, but that doesn't exist here. You walk through the hotel.
Yeah. There's also an abundance of seating in the lobby. So if you're just waiting for your significant other to get ready or someone to check in or whatnot, there's a place for you to hang out. This area overlooks the queues that everybody waits for in the morning to get into the park. Of course, you don't have to wait in these because you're staying at this resort, which is very cool. So right off the lobby, there's the Red Dragon Lounge, and this is a bar/restaurant where you can grab dinner. It's open late until like midnight, and we ate there the other night. I got myself like this old-fashioned kind of drink. It had like rum. It was a little bit smoky, a little bit sweeter, not as strong. I liked it. It had a chocolate chip on top of this huge ice cube.
The cocktail that I got had a Chinese liquor in it, and then it had some berries. It was very refreshing. It almost tasted like a melted popsicle. I enjoyed it a lot. They do give you chips and pretzels as a little bar snack, and it's cool because they give you chopsticks, and they give you a fork and a knife, and even a plastic spoon, and gloves to use, all to eat your meal.
Yeah, a lot of places in China give you gloves.
Yeah.
Which I appreciate. Even if you're not eating something that's messy, they give you gloves.
Yeah, it's a nice gesture. We ordered a few small snacks. I got the gyoza. It was pretty good. It reminded me of the gyoza that we got in Japan, except it was a little more chewy. But the flavor was good, and the dipping sauce was a little bit spicy.
And I got the nachos, which I didn't know it when I ordered it, but it had cucumbers on it.
Yeah.
And not much cheese, but it hit the spot.
It did. We devoured our food. I think we were hungry.
One thing I like about this place is the atmosphere. There's like just the cool vibe to it. And they also have a spot outside, so you could actually be technically in the park, overlooking the park, drinking your cocktail.
Yeah, I like that. They had like a big variety of stuff too, like a lot of different interesting looking cocktails. This walkway that actually overlooks the park. I think this is where the turnstiles are below us to get in. But I just love that because you can look in and see the volcano, see their little Main Street area. It's nice.
And they have a bank of these battery chargers. You can find these throughout the park. It's cool. You use your phone and you scan this QR code, and you basically can rent them and charge your phone while you're, grabbing a drink at the Red Dragon Lounge. I think my favorite part of this hotel is how it is that classic Hollywood look, but it's just super modern, super clean. Today we're eating at the Lotus Garden, and here's a look at the menu. They have a whole day brunch, appetizers and salads, burgers and sandwiches,
Pizza, soup. I feel like I'm at the Cheesecake Factory. There's so many choices.
rice and noodles.
Look at how many choices for rice and noodles.
I like that everything has a photo.
Yeah. Then we have roasts, land and sea. Dang. And then look at all these desserts and side dishes. They have so many interesting things on this menu. They have a lot of like familiar things, but like with a twist. Like for example, in the pizza section, they have a durian pizza. Should we try it?
No.
No? Okay.
So the lotus flower is kind of a modern take on a restaurant. I know that they do buffet breakfast with the minions. You can meet the minions and other characters here. But the whole thing looks really nice and elegant. The only touch of like flowers are actually on the wall in the back. It's like these white modern lights, which are cool. I like the vibe of this place, and I like the green touches.
With the menu being so big, it was actually kind of hard to decide what I wanted, but I wanted to get something that was Chinese, so I got the Kung Pao chicken, and it looks beautiful and it smells delicious. The sauce on this is so good. You get a kick of the spice when you eat one of the big chunks of the peppers, but besides that, it's kind of sweet. Chicken is cooked perfectly. I love myself a good Kung Pao chicken, and it's just awesome that I get to be eating it, sitting in China, enjoying the real deal. It is good. I would recommend this coming here. I know I'm like kind of playing it safe. There was a lot more adventurous stuff on the menu, but this is really good, and I'd probably give it like a 4.75. Oh wow, that's a huge pizza. Yes. Thank you.
And I saw pizza on the menu, and for some reason, I was like, yes, I need that. So I got the Napolitana pizza. Actually, it looks pretty good, to be honest with you. For pizza at a hotel restaurant in China, this is actually quite nice. The pizza sauce isn't like too strong. It's more about like the cheese and the olive oil. The crust is nice and hard on the outside, but soft on the inside, the way I like it. I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 5, Peters. I don't know why, but this floor has a lot of stills from Jurassic World blown up and stuck on the walls. I'm not gonna complain because they have the whole land here.
Something that's kind of neat about this hotel is they actually have a kids club, which I feel like a lot of hotels don't have that. Like they might have a daycare or something, but they have a full-on kids club, and they also have a gym.
I'm not sure if many people are actually coming here to the gym while they're at Universal Beijing, but they have the equipment here, so you can use it if you want to.
Yeah, they have not one, but two, no, they have 4 running machines here.
Running machines.
Treadmills. That's a callback to when I forgot what they were called. They got 4 of them here. Treadmills. I know what they're called.
You know what I like? I like that the disinfecting wipes have Autobots on them.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. It's nice that they have a gym. I've never seen anyone in it, but you know, if you want to go in it, it's open 24 hours.
We call this the Jurassic World elevators. Wait, no. Welcome to Jurassic World elevators.
Okay.
Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Play the themes.
Okay.
We can't afford it, but.
Okay. What I love about this hotel is you actually just use your key card. You scan it right here, and it knows exactly what floor you're going to. You don't have to push any buttons. And you know what we call this level of elevators? The yesterday elevators. Wait.
9层到了 The 9th floor. 电梯下
I thought you like disappeared like the Tower of Terror. Like one minute you were here, the next minute you were gone. Anyways, my joke was this was the yesterday elevators because for some reason they have the poster for the movie Yesterday and then a still from the movie. I actually liked that movie. I know a lot of people didn't, but I think it's good. We are on the 9th floor. That's where our room is. And apparently this is the whole Yesterday floor because I found even more photos from the movie. And now we'd like to thank Aura Frames for sponsoring this portion of today's video.
If you're anything like us, you take a ton of photos on a trip like this, you post some of them to social media, and unless you make one of them your phone wallpaper, you never see them again.
The thing that I love most about Aura Frames is it helps you relive the memories that you take, like the millions and millions of photos that I take of our dogs every single day.
We love Aura Frames so much that we have one in the kitchen, we have one in our bathroom, and we even gifted some for Christmas last year.
I love looking over at our frame and seeing photos of our trip, of course of the dogs, and I love when my uncle randomly posts pictures of like his dogs too.
Speaking of family, Mother's Day is coming up, and if you're looking for an amazing gift for mom, this is it.
It is so easy to set up. All you have to do is go into the app and select all the photos and videos that you want to display, and then they magically just appear there.
You can even add your whole family to the frame, and they can add photos to it whenever they want from wherever they are.
Like for example, we were halfway around the world over in Asia, and I was sending photos of our trip back to my family in the States.
And this is what makes this such a great gift, is you could buy this for your parents and update it virtually with new photos of your kids, of you, of your dogs.
Right now, Aura is offering our viewers $35 off full price plus free shipping on their most popular frame, the Carver Matte frame.
And all you gotta do is click on the link in the description below and use code ORDINARY when you check out.
And act fast because the price expires on May 12th, 2024.
Or Frames helps support this channel and make adventures like this possible, so supporting them helps support us.
Thank you so much to Aura Frames, and now back to our adventure.
And the moment you've all been waiting for, we're gonna give you a tour of our very cool room. It's on the 9th floor, it's room 501, and it is the Kung Fu Panda Double Queen room.
Let's check it out. Oh my gosh, it's huge. Look at this room.
When you first enter, there's a little bit of a kitchenette here. There's a sink, there's some waters, coffee cups. What is that, a hot water heater for tea?
It's a kettle.
Kettle.
It's a tea kettle.
And then I think down in this cabinet right there is a little refrigerator.
Little mini fridge.
And then if we look in this closet, you will see our luggage. But there's also hangers, and then look at the cutest hotel robes of all time.
Oh, they look like pandas.
Oh, I didn't even see the
that's amazing.
hood.
This room is awesome. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed already.
By the way, up there is like a prepared kit in case something happens, like an earthquake or something.
Oh, okay, that's good to know.
And then right across from that, they have a full-size mirror, which is also the barnyard door going into the bathroom. And in the bathroom, of course, we got a sink. We have a whole ton of amenities like toothbrushes, shaving kits, shoe mitts, shower caps, nail files.
And look at the towels. Look at the detail. That is so cool.
I love that.
I want to take one home with me, but I won't because I'll probably notice.
And of course, there's tissues, soap, body lotion, and then even the lamps here are like those little lanterns.
Push this way for the toilet room.
And of course, we got to do the flush test. It's a pretty weak. I would give it like a 2 out of 5. And then over on this side is the shower. You got to push it open. And of course, they got shampoo, bath gel, conditioner, and it's like a rainfall shower kind of setup. I like it with the stone tiles.
Yeah, this is a nice big shower.
I think my favorite part of the room is this sign telling you not to slip on a wet floor.
Yeah, don't do it. That's happened to me.
And below the sink, there's obviously more towels with Kung Fu Panda characters. There's a hairdryer, and who wants that skill when you're on vacation? And next is where things get really cool. This is the bedroom, and there's 2 queen-size beds, and they're themed after traditional Chinese carts or carriages. And I love the mural in the background there.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I love that each of the beds like has its own little overhang. It feels like it gives you like extra privacy. And my favorite detail is the Chinese lights on the ceiling, the lanterns. There's so many of them and they're so pretty.
If you look in between the 2 beds, there's a traditional Chinese lantern as the lamp, and there's also an alarm clock and your remote for the TV. On the other side of the room, we have an actual table set up with benches. And they left us like some chocolates here and a card. I'm gonna have to translate it later. I don't know what it
Oh
what
yeah,
it says
it's all in
actually.
Chinese.
Yeah.
But they also left us some fruit as if we're gonna eat that.
Yeah, I love all the art in this room.
This really makes me want to watch the latest Kung Fu Panda movie. I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, and over here you have the TV, and underneath the TV, let's see what we got inside here. We got your safe.
Ooh, these are different than they're like slip-ons.
Oh.
Your little toes could be like sticking out the side here.
Or you could do karate with
Yeah, we
it.
could practice our Kung Fu.
And then on this side, we got,
Ooh, laundry bag. I need to do my laundry. That's good to know.
we also have a gift bag and some stationery and envelopes. And then right next to the TV is a desk for you to do your work if you were gonna do that. The thing I like about this desk though is the chair. It has like a barrel made into a chair.
That's a cool chair. But look at all the like stuff on the wall. There's a bunch of like spoons and vases and Po doing like Kung Fu poses.
Yeah,
I love that.
It's more theming than you'd think they would do. And also want to pay attention to the outlets here. There's outlets throughout the room, USBs, and I think these might actually support American plugs. I don't know. We'll try it out a little bit later. And because this hotel is actually at the gates of Universal, you can look out the window of this hotel and actually see Universal Citywalk.
What a cool view.
I actually didn't notice this at first, but each one of these chocolates has a different facial expression from Po, which they didn't have to do. They could have just used all 3 of one. And I think that's I don't know. It shows that they're going the extra mile. I also noticed with these robes, the kid one has a different icon and has this hood, where the adults don't have the hood, but they have, again, different versions of Po, which is kind of cool. So some of you might be wondering, how much does this room cost? Obviously, there are cheaper rooms than this. This is like one of the themed rooms, and there's also like suites that are super expensive. For this trip, we paid about $320 American a night, and that is in March, which is probably a down season. We had problems booking this room with our American credit cards. So I had to actually go through Klook, third party, to book this hotel room. So you might have to do the same, just to warn you. We're leaving our hotel to go check out Citywalk for the first time. And there's the most beautiful sunset. I'm not sure why it's pink, but it's cool.
It's so pretty, and this epic music, it just makes everything feel so much more grand. It's awesome.
My question is there a bigger Universal globe than this one?
I think this one just feels extra big because you can get closer to it.
Oh,
is
maybe.
Is it the same size as the one in Orlando? I don't know.
I don't know. I can tell you this is the biggest Citywalk sign by far.
I am loving the Citywalk so far. I know we just got out here, but like it's good with the neon Citywalk sign and then the giant globe, and then in the background you just see Universal Studios Beijing with the hotel.
So the question is, where do you want to eat? They do got Bubba Gump shrimp.
Yeah, I was like making a joke. I was like, we should go to Bubba Gump, but I didn't know they were actually gonna have one. They must have some kind of deal with Bubba Gump,
Yeah.
so it's at every Citywalk. But they also have a tubesome chocolate emporium.
There's so many different things here from our Citywalk and the Orlando Citywalk that I don't know.
It's like, do you want to try something similar? Like, do you think Twosome has the same menu?
I think it probably has the same menu, although our friend Chris, TDR Explorer, said that they have chocolate Coke there.
Ooh.
And it might be like one of the only places that has chocolate Coke.
But what do you want to try tonight is the question. Let's walk around a little bit more and see.
Yeah.
I saw the best headband I've ever seen in my life. It's a dinosaur, I think, right?
Yeah.
What do we think?
It looks super cute.
It's so random. Like, what kind of dinosaur even is this? Who cares? In promotion for the new Kung Fu Panda movie, they have this gigantic Po statue, which looks like it's almost made out of like Chinese lanterns. It glows in the dark. It is so huge, so epic. And I love that, like, this isn't even something that's here all the time. Like, it's just here to promote the movie. Why can't we get stuff like this back home, is all I'm saying.
They have a Universal Studios store, but I feel like we want to like save the surprise of the merch for when we're in the park.
Oh yeah, we will show you all the merch once we go inside. I've already like got a few glimpses and it's good.
It's cute.
It's good.
This restaurant's called Grandma's Home Time Travel. By the way, I love how there's lights in the ground that change colors. Wow, they have their own Minions store here. I know this might be stupid to say, but I feel like the first time I walked into Citywalk in Hollywood and there was all the neon lights walking down this walkway,
We're
I feel...
such tourists right now. We're like, oh
I
my
know.
God, they have a cowfish, which I know from back home, but then they have all these like restaurants that I've never heard of before.
Look, they got the sugar glazed strawberries that we had in Japan over there. Okay, they've won. Looks like they're actually not strawberries. I don't know what that actually is.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited because there's so much stuff to try. I was kind of worried that it was all just gonna be Bubba Gump and whatever, but like I feel like I want to try so many things. Is that like crazy? I don't know. Over at this stand, I noticed they're selling a home-style stewed pear potion with a souvenir tower. We're gonna have to get that too.
What the heck is that?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're getting it.
It's funny how the Universal concepts make their way to the different Citywalks. Like there's the Universal Cinema. I'm a sucker for Coke products, but I love when they're in different languages. These ones look super cool. What is this hawker's place? Southeast Asian food.
Too many choices. You guys know us. We're paralyzed with indecision always. And everything smells good. Which one are we gonna choose?
This little gremlin putting the coin into the Pop Mart.
I love him.
I honestly thought that was gonna be a claw machine store, but it turned out to have like all these like small, cute collectible figures.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go back in there eventually so I could buy a few because they're all like mystery boxes and they're all so cute.
I think my favorite are the Harry Potter ones.
Yeah, I might have to get one or two of those.
Never seen an Adidas store in Citywalk. There's a first. I'm so tempted. What does corn juice taste like?
Get it.
Is it like corn chowder? So I got myself the corn juice, and when I said it to the lady at the cart, she didn't know what I was talking about, even though it says corn juice on the outside. I'm guessing a lot of people here don't speak English, and I think it might actually be a corn chowder in a cup, because
It's warm.
it's warm. So let's try this. It's corn chowder in a cup.
Is it good though?
It's like chunky. It's like not like juice. It is corn chowder in a cup. So did you even know, if you see the sign that says corn juice, it's really corn chowder in a cup. I'm not mad. On a cool night like tonight, I'd give it a 4 out of 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was expecting corn juice though.
I mean, it may as well be corn juice.
Yeah.
Okay, you try it.
Oh my god, that's amazing. You only give this a 4 out of 5?
4 out of 5 is like high.
This is like better than a hot butter beer.
Should they add this to the Wizarding World?
I never knew that I needed my soup in a cup to be drank like on the go. Corn juice for the win. This gets a 5 out of 5 from me.
So the place we decided on is called Hawkers. It's Southeastern Asian food. And it kind of feels like a food hall concept where each of the booths each have like their own specialty. But you order from one person, and I love it. It's almost like an alleyway someplace in China with all the neon signs. And there's interesting seats too. Like there's one that's like a tuk-tuk. There's another like a boat. And the food seems as interesting as what it looks like, so I'm excited to eat here.
First thing that I ordered is from the noodles and dumplings stand, and this is Thai beef noodles with rice noodles. I guess I didn't realize that it was going to be a soup, but it smells so good. I just think it's funny that I went all the way to China to eat Thai food. But whatever, it looked good. There's like these thin slices of beef in there, then also like meatball looking things. Perfect for this cold, chilly night outside. Like soup is exactly what I needed. The broth is a little bit sweet, probably because of like there's some like Thai basil or something in there. And the beef is marinated to perfection. So good. It all melts in your mouth. Like I'm really digging this. These noodles are really good. I don't know if I've ever had this type of noodle in a soup before, but I'm digging it. Give it a 4 out of 5.
And I got vegetable and pork dumplings because, as you know, I am a connoisseur of dumplings. If I'm at a place like this, I gotta get the dumplings. I don't think I was expecting to have this much liquid in there. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's almost like a soup of dumplings. Dumpling soup.
It's a little dumpling soup.
You know what it tastes like? It tastes like the dumplings in wonton soup. So juicy, so flavorful. I'd give it a 5 out of 5.
Oh, I want to try it. Those are good. You're right. It does taste like wonton soup. So good. Just what I wanted.
Next up, I got some pork ribs, and this comes with rice and those like crispy. What are those chips called?
I think like rice cakes.
Yeah, and like the rice cakes. You know what I'm talking about. I didn't know that it was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be like more of like a rib. But this is like very, very tender, right? This is like sweet and tangy, almost like a teriyaki sauce on it. Very different than what I thought it was going to be, but I'm delightfully surprised. I'd give it like a 4 out of 5 Peters.
And by the way, everything that you saw us trying plus 2 Coke Zeros was only $34. How is that not like the best deal ever?
Especially for like a touristy place like Citywalk. You get like tacos at Citywalk Hollywood, it's like $30.
Yeah, what the heck? So for dessert, we decided to come over here to Cutie Cone, and I got what is called the Cute Flower. This has vanilla ice cream with cute sunflower chocolates, and that's about all I know. It also looks like there is some caramel popcorn, and she dumped a whole bunch of stuff on there. It was like watching an artist work.
With like precision.
It's so cute. No wonder this place is called Cutie Cones. They didn't just have ice cream there. They had like milks and a bunch of different stuff where you can make your own ice cream with like a bunch of toppings. Okay, Cutie Cone, we see you. This is vanilla soft serve. She actually asked me if I wanted that, so I'm sure if you wanted a different flavor, they would do that for you. But this almost tastes like that milk soft serve that we had in Arendelle at Hong Kong Disney. Like it's like vanilla, but like enhanced. has like a more milky flavor, if that makes sense. And I think this is just like red velvet sprinkles or something. Yeah, no, this gets a 5 out of 5. I'm like giving like an in-depth review of soft serve. Like we all know that it's not gonna get a 5 out of 5. Everything on the menu looks good. We're gonna have to go back there.
Why don't they have these in Hollywood?
I know, this would be so popular there. What
So
the heck?
popular.
Cutie Cones. And they even have like a photo op out front that's super cute too.
So in the hallway outside of a room, they have this gigantic Coke vending machine. I've never seen anything like this because it has a huge touch screen.
Yeah.
And
So I want to get myself a coffee for tomorrow. Put it in,
okay,
and then
we got to pay with Alipay because they don't really do credit card here.
wow, that is cool.
We're in the future,
That is cool.
and by the future I mean we're in China.
How did it know what I ordered? Like literally a picture of this popped up on my phone. Wow.
Drink this tonight. So we're recording this at the end of our stay here. We really like this resort. Every single day there was a new surprise for us left in our room.
Yeah,
Either
they gave us a bottle of champagne, just not for any reason, just because we were staying here.
Staying inside the park means, first of all, you can get in there early, and second of all, if you want to come back to your hotel room, it's just like steps away.
Yeah, it makes it very convenient.
And coming up next, we have 2 videos from Universal Beijing. And guess what? You're not going to want to miss it because it was incredible.
Yeah, spoiler alert, it was awesome. We want to thank some of our Patreon members. That includes Ben, Krista, and Team Hindman. Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see
you
you on the next adventure.